Ivan Kovic, his second game back from injury, he suffered against Notre Dame. A loss to Michigan State in Detroit, his first. We're underway in Ann Arbor. Highly anticipated Big Ten hockey.
Especially this Penn State forwards only have 11 healthy and available forwards, so Casey Amon is going to be a defender that is slotted in the fourth line tonight. We'll see how that impacts any of the rotations, especially, again, looking up at that third line, that fourth line, seeing how things change throughout this game.
Mid-February, these teams are battered. Said at Penn State only 11 healthy forwards. Here's one, J.J. Webush, far side, they score! Reese Lawback! Just 59 seconds into the game, Penn State up 1-0. J.J. Webush, so dangerous here in Ann Arbor. A great crossing pass. Lawback was there, a backhand to a wide open net. One shot, one goal, Nittany Lions on top.
Yeah, Webush took a lot of attention from those Michigan players, just left Lawback wide open for his 7th goal of the season. And back in the November series against Michigan, he
loses the puck. Gavin McKenna got back. Here's Lawback, the goal scorer. Drops for Fink, and Ivan Kovic gobbles it up. Save for him, he's been tested early, 5 shots. 4 saves, that 1 goal came from Lawback, who's now mixing things up with some Wolverines. Zach, Ivan Kovic, his first game back came against Michigan State, one of the best offenses in the country. Didn't have the best performance. How would you react and respond mentally? Michigan offensive zone. Here's Adam Valentini. Drops for Malcolm Spence. He slows things down. Ventilli in the slot. Drags. Hangs. Centers. Valentini. Blocked by Fleming.
A great offensive sequence for Michigan. Able to really string together some passes and, get much better of a look than Valentini had right in front of the goal, but just a better save by Fleming, the usual Friday starter for these Nittany Lions.
Fleming, what a save early on to keep the Penn State lead. Here's Misa. Calgary Flames prospect sends a flicking shot towards the goal, right at the chest of Ivan Kovic. Michigan defenders protecting their tender.
And made that huge run deep into the postseason last year. Then, even this season, they have the last laugh.
In front, Penn State has a chance. Ivan Kovic, a late pad save. They survive. Here's Garrett Shifsky to Hage. Hage, shock in the slot. Hang, shoots, saves, a rebound, score! Garrett Shifsky equalizes at Yost. His 10th of the year. We're all knotted up at 1 apiece.
Great positioning from Shifsky on that first shot from Shock. Did a really good job of kind of drawing defenders over to him. You can see multiple of them got in the way, and then Shifsky very conveniently placed, able to just put it easily in the back.
And finds the front of the net. Somehow that got through to Nick Chindagraves. Rayon Mullen presses Chindagraves up against the boards. Barnett loses his skates. Still no calls. Here's Smith. Dragging. Fires, and it's in! Penn State goes back on top. 2-1. Jackson Smith pockets it. His 9th of the year. Back and forth we go. What an angle.
That is a great shot from Jackson Smith, and that's what he does. 9th goal as a defenseman this season. He's just been everywhere for Penn State on offense. Didn't score in that initial series against Michigan back in November, but has had at least a goal in every single series since. So he'll continue that streak with an early one here to put Penn State up 2-1. And will to step up, take series sweeps both at Minnesota and at Ohio State with your backup goalie.
Horkoff has a chance. Leaves for Valentini, shot gobbled up by Fleming. And a penalty coming. Tyler Duke got hugged. Fleming makes a save, and then a rebound is shut down. But Tyler Duke draws a penalty on Ben Schoen. Schoen not too thrilled.
And a really long shift for 5-on-3 is better than 5-on-4, and especially with Penn State being as effective as they are with 5-on-4, definitely take this opportunity.
Perron at the blue line. Valentini. Hughes. Valentini. Back and forth they go. Perron, one-timer blocked. Hage, Hughes, score! TJ Hughes, the leading scorer in the country all time, pockets his 61st career goal, his 14th this season, and we're all square at 2.
Who else than TJ Hughes, again, leading point.
McKenna corrals. Whistle is blown. Weebush taking hits. Here's Misa. Hangs. Shoots. Saved by Ivan Kovic.
Good save by Ivan Kovic, but I mean, even just before that.
4 seconds left. Robertson might have to let one fly. Rael Mullen with 1 second, unaware of the time. Buzzer sounds. Michigan able to get a great look, but they'll have 2 minutes and 6 seconds of a power play to start the second period. First period, Michigan up a man for these first 2 minutes. Look to capitalize here. Jay Hughes scored the first penalty goal. Hage trying to find Horkoff. It's deflected. Goes right to Perron, to their squad. Here's Barnett, part of the Oilers system. In front, Musket and Shifsky are there. Fleming gobbles it up, and Musket's into it. In a fight with Dowiak. Case and Musket joined this team at the new year. Only played 6 games in a takedown, but looks like by the linesman. Musket and Dowiak are in it. The captain for the Nittany Lions and the newbie for the Wolverines.
And Dowiak's a little slow to get up after that one, but assuming both will be sent over to the box. It seems like
we have coincidental minor penalties. Michigan.
Perron wins. Along the blue line to Hage. Michigan may move a little more quickly. Hughes, Hage, Hughes, saved by Fleming, and Lawback throws the puck down the ice. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That was definitely a unique.
Jay Hughes' loose stick gets a stick on the puck. Penn State a shorthanded opportunity. Shown far post. Ivan Kovic saves, lunges for it. Now here's Aiden Park. After all those extracurriculars, we're still all square at 2. No team with the advantage. Here's Misa, rips it. Glove save Ivan Kovic, and he'll cover it up. Own legs, saved by Fleming. Puck finds Rael Mullen one more time. Godowski now. A deflection and a big hit laid on Hage. Back on his feet. Ivan Kovic sticks it behind him. Horkoff didn't know the pass was coming his way. Turnover. Van Olm. One more pass. Chin to Graves scores. A miscommunication by the Wolverines results in a Nittany Lion goal. Nick Chin to Graves, his 3rd of the year. 3-2 Penn State.
I mean, Horkoff just didn't see the pass. He didn't know it was going to him. It's a really, really easy pickup for Penn State right at the blue line. And then Chin to Graves, he just slots it in, but you can see right at the beginning of that, made it really easy to find Chin to Graves, and again, has a really clear angle.
Thought about a shot. Oldenhauer, nice handling. Finds Robertson, went either over or under his skate. Robertson leads Perron. One more pass, blocked by Fleming. What? Collins shields off Spence. Dakota Rayo Mullen. Horkoff in front, in the crease. Hage finally picks it up, sends one direction of the net, but finally cleared by Chindy Graves, the goal scorer who just broke the tie. Hage with speed. Barnett, one-timer, goes through the 5-hole. Go, Michigan! Back and forth we go. Asher Barnett ties things up through the legs of Josh Fleming. His 4th goal of the year. He's been on a run lately. Speaking of freshmen, the freshman equalizes.
Yeah, huge goal from Barnett and kind of a rare blunder from Fleming. Just gets right through the 5-hole on that cross-ice pass. What a shot from Barnett. Makes it as he's...
McKenna skating the blue line. Lets it fly high. Lawback already scored tonight. There's DeMarsico. Along the yellow. Gavin McKenna been on the entire power play. Here's Van Olm. Lets it fly. Ivan Kovic saves and covers it up last second. Perron flanking. Goes far side. Moldenhauer to Jaden Perron. Into the slot. One-timer Drew Schuck. Saved by the glove. Time expires in the second. After 40 minutes of action, each team scored 3 goals. No team has the edge. 20 minutes to go. Ready for a puck drop here in the 3rd period. 20 minutes on the clock. See if a winner emerges. Michigan is 5-0 in overtime. Rayo Mullen. Backhands it deep. Aiden Park the first there. Misa is also there for Penn State. Smith can't exit. Barnett keeps it in front, through the crease. One more. Park had a shot. It missed, but the net came off. And we'll have to see if that would have gone in.
Yeah, it looked like Valentini just...
Down the center. Shoots and saved by Fleming. Caught the puck in his... Duke. Through puck. Duke gathers with his skate, shot, one save, and now a penalty coming. Tyler Duke drew a penalty. Ivan Kovic heads to the bench. Michigan, delayed penalty coming. Keenan Draper trying to corral the puck for long enough to get an advantage. Weebush, not in the game. Game misconduct in the first. Michigan, their 5 forwards on the power play. Here's Perron in the slot, off iron, crossbar.
Had a chance there on one of the rebounds, but couldn't find it.
Spence now has a final gasp in the power play. Couldn't catch up to the puck. Draper now turns around, finds the puck out. Here's McKenna. McKenna goes cross ice. One-timer saved by Ivan Kovic. One more. Shown, snagged by Ivan Kovic. And calm, cool, and collected. He bobbles the puck to himself.
Yeah, 2 great saves by Ivan Kovic. Again, Penn State only 4 shots this period. 2 of them coming.
Both teams looking for a winner. Rayo Mullen and DeMarsico up against Michigan's wall. Perron emerges. Here's Perron. Calls his own number and just misses.
And that would have been a crazy connection if he would have gotten that. Fleming kind of had no idea where that puck was.
Here's Spence. Michigan a 4-on-2. Ventilli sets a screen. Shot, rebound, score! The captain breaks the tie. An aerial by TJ Hughes, his 2nd of the game, and Michigan has its first lead tonight.
I mean, really good initial shot and great save by Fleming, and I mean that second shot from Hughes hits it mid-air, just knocks it.
Here's Moldenhauer, Toronto Maple Leafs prospect. Splits 2, goes and finds the puck. Resets to Fantilli. Fantilli attacks. Earnesty tries a shot, gloved down by Fleming and then covered up. DeMarsico up top for Fink. One-timer Collins, saved by Ivan Kovic, and he gets thrust to the ground. A loose stick from Lawback, And now DeMarsico in a headlock. Ernest not letting him get away with a cheap shot. Draper and DeMarsico. Excuse me, Ernest and DeMarsico. Finally, Duke pokes it three.
Michigan doing a great job in the last 30 to 40 seconds here, keeping it outside the zone.
Shown along the blue line. Smith lets it fly, and it's in! Jackson Smith ties up the game with 3:14 remaining. What a game for the youngster. His second of the night, 10th of the season, and Penn State equalizes.
And the 14th overall draft pick for the Blue Jackets this past draft. Second of the night, right as Michigan was doing a real...
Up ice. Spence tries to kick it to himself. Puck covered up by Fleming. 21.3 on the clock.
And Michigan with maybe one last chance here, and if Penn State...
Orkoff centers. Final chance. Michael Hage waits, centers. Orkoff couldn't gather. 3 on the clock. Katzen will take a hit, and the buzzer sounds. 60 minutes of action down. Overtime incoming here in Ann Arbor. Jaden Perron. Michigan wins the draw. 5 minutes on the clock. Hughes. Perron. Thinks about it. Circles. Keeps control. Jaden Perron, transfer from North Dakota, lets it fly. Off the face mask. Hughes in front. Hangs. Saved by Fleming. Deflected by Smith. Penn State's now out. Here's Gavin McKenna. Hangs. Shoots. Saved by Ivan Kovic. And covered up. Michael Hage, head of steam, down Main Street. Hangs. Leaves it. Moldenhauer just misses. Last second chest shave time. Chin to Graves. Last gasp. Leaves it for McKenna. Hangs. Shoots. Misses. Rebound. No. Puck's loose. Zeros on the clock. Everybody breathe.
Wow. I mean, Gavin McKenna had, it seems like 10 chances there in the last 10 seconds. Unable to find anything. Ivan Kovic hitting the splits multiple times, gets some great saves. Chin to Graves, another one had a chance.
After 5 minutes of overtime, we're still all square. Shootout coming up next on Big Ten Plus. Marsico takes it wide, takes his time. Ivan Kovic kick save! The winner of the shootout gets an extra point in the Big Ten standings. It goes in the NCAA records as a tie, but this still counts for a point in the Big Ten standings. First save, great by Ivan Kovic. Here comes Hage. Quickly, takes his time, and finishes! Hage hangs, delivers!
Nasty fake from Michael Hage. Puts Fleming in the splits and finishes on the right. What a finish.
1-0 Michigan. Aiden Fink, the Predators prospect against the Predators prospect. Fink toward the left. Shoots it and saved again! The left pad of Jack Ivan Kovic has denied two Nittany Lions.
It's all up to Jaden Perron. Already 2 overtime winners, now a chance with a shootout.
Jaden Perron, game on his stick, goes wide, shoots, 5-hole, saved by Fleming. Penn State survives.
Storybook here. Gavin McKenna with the chance.
the projected #1 pick in the 2026 NHL draft. The left side goes in, he makes it, he lives, he misses, Michigan wins! Jack Ivankovic makes 3 straight saves in overtime, and the Michigan Wolverines, via shootout, beat the Penn State Nittany Lions 4-4, 1-0. Wow, what a game.
Jack Ivankovic all night. Again, the save percentage may not show just how well he played, but that overtime period, the constant pressure for the last 2 minutes and then getting 3 saves in a shootout, incredible performance by the freshman goalie, and just, again, his 2nd game back from a 6-game hiatus due to injury. Secures another first game overtime win against a ranked opponent, just like last weekend against Michigan State.
Page's goal, the only one that mattered in the shootout, the only one that happened. Ivankovic's first 2 saves, his left pad. Fink tried it. Ivankovic was ready. And then the 3rd one, Gavin McKenna denied. Went off the shoulder of Jack Ivankovic, and he takes his victory lap.